What up, family? Welcome to RedWolf EDC Live and Unleashed. As always, there is zero censorship. These live streams are not monetized. If you see ads, because YouTube's being a fucking jackass. So feel free to say whatever the hell you want to. I don't play the censorship games. I am not Mike Emler or any of those guys. So how is everybody doing today, man? What are y'all up to? And first and foremost, what are you guys carrying? So I'm sending over the StreamYard link to a few of my friends right now that might hop on. So give me just 1 second. This was very much not planned. I actually went to the hospital last night. It is very, very dry right now in Stockton, California. And I'm like, you know what? Hey, it's my birthday. I want to kind of party, be able to relax a little bit. So I went with a new distributor, let's say. And he gave me some bad shit. So I OD'd last night. Nothing super horrible, didn't die or anything like that, obviously. They told me I had to be in there for 2 days, and I was there for like 6 hours. And I was like, fuck this, I'm going home. So it's been interesting. There were plans for other things to happen, but that kind of fell apart when I just ghosted everybody because I was in the hospital. So, but I'm okay. Hopefully you guys are all okay as well. We are 1 day away from New Year's Eve, a brand new fucking year. Man, 2020 was a hell of a fucking year. 2021 is supposed to be better, but it was still pretty shit. In some ways, kind of worse. So 2022, man, fingers crossed, fingers crossed. 1 second. So my carry today is I'm actually carrying this, which is a very modded out Spyderco Capara. This fucking blurry screen thing is driving me crazy. But this is done by Steve Kyle, which is like a knife modder, brass scales. 1 second, folks. Let me go ahead and turn off this blur thing. It gives kind of a better image, but right now it's pissing me off. So there we go. So this Capara right here that I absolutely love, dude. I've had this knife for a couple of years now, and I am obsessed with this thing. The modification job is fantastic. I'm also carrying my fixed blade of the day, which at this point in time is the Bark River Ensgata. As well, because I'm a bougie fuck today, I have the Balisong from Prometheus Design Works. This is the full-size version, not the mini. I mean, it's still pretty small. It's like a 4-inch blade, instead of a normal 5-inch blade for a Bally, but it's pretty cool. It's very EDC friendly. And the clip is actually done really well. Most times when you get clips on a Balisong like this, it's just a hot spot. It's a pain in the ass. It's actually like chamfered and done really, really well to where this is actually pretty comfortable in hand while flipping, which is kind of crazy because I think that's the first Balisong I've ever had that I like the clip on it. Normally, that's like the first thing you take off. 1 second. I'll stab myself. That might happen anyways, though, let's be honest. Jesus Christ. Okay, we're good. That was kind of close. So, what'd you all do for Christmas, man? Anything interesting? Anything cool? Y'all out there fucking around doing what? Let me also read the comments real quick. Newman here at 9:31 a.m., a half hour early. God damn. I appreciate you for that, man. Work was so bullshit today, so I'm happy to be able to sit down and attend the live stream from Colin Bieber. I'm going to just call you Bieber because I'm an asshole, but Colin Bieber. I'm happy you're here, man. Happy everybody's here. Good to be able to relax, chill. The Budget Knife Guy, FKT. Cheers, y'all. What's up? Hey, Newman. Just sitting here watching knife reviews while I wait. How about you? Let's fix that a little bit. What's your channel? Everybody go ahead and subscribe to the Budget Guy the Budget Guy F.K.T. You might want to get a more streamlined name, sir. That's kind of hard to say, but I respect it. Newman says, let's go. Budget Guy, I'm ready. Follow me, Newman Outdoors, Newsman, Yo Kyle. Brass Cansept Mainstream. Jason Brown is carrying the Brass Cansept Main Street. Don't know why I said mainstream. Colin Bieber is carrying the Barisa Enzo Burke folder. I can't say any of those words. Oh my god. Hey Jason, hello RedWolf EDC, Kershaw 3460. Oded, take care, brother. And Oded. Okay. I was like, Oded. What's Oded mean? Take care, brother, and watch what you're doing, brother. Yeah, it's kind of a learning experience. I've OD'd before, but it's been a long ass time. So kind of a nice wake up call. Maybe I should calm my ass the fuck down. Not a kid anymore. I'm fucking 33 years old doing the same stupid shit I was when I was fucking 16. Hey, all nice. Now you are added to my list of people I have to worry about. I'm fine, fucker. The real issue is that I eat an ungodly amount of Cheetos every fucking day. So if I'm going to die off anything, it's going to be eating fucking shit food. Like Cheetos and top ramen is my basic diet. And biscuits and gravy. I fucking love biscuits and gravy, which also isn't good for you. Happy birthday, man. Thank you, John. Appreciate that. On vacation and naked like a bird, no blades in sight. Okay. I was about to say, are you just sitting on the live stream nude, bro? That's a little weird. Just balls flapping in the wind. Welcome, Patrick. Massive snow here. Man, I've been getting some pictures, right? 'Cause you know me, I'm always buying something. So some people I've been buying stuff from are like, hey, man, like we got like 6 feet of snow right now. You know, I can't make it to the post office. I'm like, bullshit. No, you don't. And they're showing me their cars that are basically just buried. I'm like, holy fuck. There's this one dude's on a 2nd story building, and literally you can like the snow is like at his balcony. You could like hop off the balcony and walk around if you wanted to. Like, that's fucking crazy. I live in California. Over here, that does not happen. We do get snow sometimes, but it's kind of rare, only in certain spots, and never like that. Easier than for knives and tools, though, right? Spider Chaparral, SOCON Bravo, and Demco 20.5. So is that the Chinese SOCON Bravo or one of the old school ones? Jason Brown, thanks. Hey, Jason, you doing good today? Hey, guys, happy damn New Year. Walla, walla, walla. YouTube would love 10 feet of snow. LOL. Oh my God, give me all the snow. 3 feet and getting deeper. See, I've been in the fucking snow before, just not so much in California. Doing the whole moving industry thing. I've been all over the country. And snow is cool in small quantities. When you got to shovel that shit and do everything else, man, whew, that is a fucking job. And it's heavy and you're cold and like you got to wear like 20 different layers. So then you're sweating on top of being cold. So then the sweat freezes, in my case, to my balls. Wasn't a good day. I was like, I hate the fucking snow right now. Playing in the snow is awesome. Living in the snow, I don't know if I could do that, but that's my personal opinion. I'd rather have an elite. I want some snow. So does my kid. Like I said, the snow's cool. The snow's cool for like small quantities or to play in. I love snowboarding. I love freaking skiing. I can't snowboard very well at all, to be very clear. I fucking devastate myself. I also can't ski, to be clear, but it's fun. Just basically go straight and pray you don't die. But I've hit fucking trees. I've crossed my skis and just eaten shit. I remember when I first started snowboarding, I couldn't even go. It'd be like, just move your feet and then jump and then go forward. And I would just jump and go, pap. Like over and over and over again. I spent a whole fucking winter just doing that. Every day, just trying over and over and over again and going like maybe like 3 feet and just plop. And then one time I could not stop. Hey, Jared's in the house. What's up? There is no audio coming from your end, sir.
No volume?
Hello?
All right, give me 1 second.
I cannot hear you, sir.
Okay, give me 1 second.
Hear Jared. His microphone appears to be dead. This man is not prepared. What are you doing, sir?
It says it's hooked up.
Yeah, I can't hear you, dog.
All right, let me do this.
Yeah, your mic volume's up.
How about now?
Everything's going.
How about now?
I would try logging in or logging out, logging back in.
It's got to be on your end.
I literally can't hear you, brother. There's like it's not even an echo. It's not like oh, you can hear. What the fuck? Wow. Okay, that's weird. Okay. Apparently it's on my end. I couldn't hear him at all. Weird. Okay, that's never happened before. Jared, come back. Fuck. All right, 1 second. Hey, brother. Everybody else can hear you. I'm just a dumb fuck. Now, how do I go about fixing that? Crazy. I've actually never had that happen before, so I really don't know what to do. Huh. Yeah, I have them on now, but like whenever I do the actual StreamYard thing, like it has you like check your speakers and do everything else. Yeah, so he just logged off. I think he's coming back though. All right, let's try this again.
How about now?
Yep, now I can hear you.
All right.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that, but yeah, apparently everybody else could hear you, but I couldn't, so I don't know. But yeah, I have headphones on.
I don't know
I
why the
double-checked
last
audio.
2 streams I've been on, man, and this is the same way right now. I can barely hear you. I changed my my microphone setting, and it's still for some reason I can hear you, but it's like really quiet.
Okay. Everybody else, am I quiet? Is it on my end?
No, I'm sure it's on my end.
Okay.
Because the same thing happened the other day with Mike, and it was so weird. I don't know what's going on. My microphone, everything's turned all the way up. I cannot turn my speakers up any louder. I have no idea.
Okay.
But anyways, it's all good. I can hear you. It's just, quiet.
Yeah, so on your end, normally your microphone's pretty clear. You sound like you're in like a tunnel. So
Do I?
I can hear you. It isn't bad, but it's not as clear as it normally is.
How about now?
It's just like a slight kind of like echo, kind of like I said, if you're in like a tunnel and there's like a reverberations around you or whatever.
Let me see if my thing's plugged in all the way. Is that any better?
Yes.
Yes.
You're louder.
Okay. It was just my cord.
Yeah, it's still a little echoey, but it's much louder now. Before it was like echoey
I can,
and kind of quiet.
if you want, if it's bothering you, I can take my mic off.
No, you're fine. I don't care.
I know. I just don't want it to bother everybody in the thing if I'm echoing to them.
Yeah,
Let me know, guys.
People worship your ass, dog. I'm pretty sure they're fine.
I just don't want it to be irritating to the people's ears. What's up, Nick?
Okay, James Girder says you both sound normal, so
Good.
I'm probably just being an idiot and ignore me. That's what most people do.
I just wish I could hear you.
Sounds normal. You're clear. Doesn't echoey on the stream. Okay, whatever. StreamYard just being weird apparently on the creator's end, which is strange.
Okay.
Anyways, so how was your day, man?
Say that again.
How's your day going?
My day's going pretty good. I got a pretty packed day. I'm only going to be able to come on for like 45 minutes. I got an appointment, but so far, so packed, busy as ever. I'm loving it though.
Okay. Well, I mean, given this guy saw the message like 5 minutes ago and it came on at the last possible second. So
yes, I did.
I appreciate you regardless, man.
I rushed my ass off to make
If that was me, like if you said that to me, I'd be like, no, I need some more notice, dog. Fuck off, Ginger.
To be honest, I seen it and then I started calculating California to Chicago time, and it was like 1 minute, I can make it.
We also have Stevie Wonder Woman coming on, hopefully. He said it'll be about 10 minutes late. We're about 14 minutes in, so not too sure.
Stevie Wonder Woman. So those of you that don't know about the giveaway that's going on, Hopefully you guys do go and
Hey,
watch my
hey,
video. I
how
posted
how
yesterday.
dare you pimp your nonsense on my channel, sir? No,
I know,
don't care.
I know,
I don't
I
care.
know.
Go ahead.
Also, I do want to thank you because I know, this is it does. You don't benefit at all from it. I know you don't care about getting followers or anything like that. So I do appreciate you sharing this on your channel and being so awesome, because I know it is a very selfless act from you, and I appreciate it. So thank you.
For sure, man. But anyways, perceived with pimping your shit, man. I was just giving you a hard time.
So if you guys don't know, there's a huge giveaway going on right now, and it's to help bring followers to everybody's channels, or not. I mean, it's hard to get everybody, but there's like 10 channels we're trying to bring followers to. Now, any of the channels that are not listed on there, they can actually enter the giveaway. So it's kind of a win-win. But we got a Rockstead shoe, which is a button lock Rockstead. It's about a $1,500 knife. Then we have a Shirogorov. Oh, first one. We have a Altai Hinder XM18 3.5 inch buoy blade with a titanium show side scale with the horse. You can get all the up close shots of it if you go and watch my video. And then we have the Shirogorov F3NS with the purple fat carbon scales. Fucking beautiful. These are all brand new factory edges. Not a scratch on them. These things are in perfect condition. So if you guys want to join this giveaway, then all you have to do is follow those channels, and in about a week we are going to pull, we're going to do a video where you can just enter by making a comment. All you have to do is make sure you are following the channels. Now, I understand that you don't have to continue following the channels, and if you don't like the channels, you can always unsub after the giveaway. The point is to help bring awareness to all these channels, and if you do like them, you can stick around and continue to follow them. But it is an amazing thing that was actually given to us by Mr. Amazing, so shout out to him first and foremost. He's done some incredible things for my channel and for this community and just me personally. So I do have to thank him. He is the one backing all this and doing all this. So shout out to him, and shout out to you guys, because overnight these channels have all grown like 300 followers. So that's amazing. I appreciate you guys actually joining in and following these channels and checking them out. So thank you guys.
I've actually gone up 600 subs in it was like 8 hours. It was something ridiculous.
Yeah. It might be even more, because the last I checked, it was like first thing this morning. So
1 second, we got the Stevie Wonder Woman here. I wasn't trying to interrupt you, but welcome to the stream, sir. The OG Bearded Wonder.
What's up,
Stevie?
What's going on, guys?
Hey, so Jared, Jason Brown had a question. So if they're already subbed to all the channels, how do they enter?
All they have to do is make a comment in not the video I posted. I'm going to post another video in about a week. So you'll see the video. It'll go up. And for the next week, because like tonight I'll be on Lefty EDCs. At some point I'm going to go on Ray's. I'm not sure if I'll go on Knife Junkie or not, or if they'll just, shout it out, but Knife Junkie's involved too. So we're just going to talk about it for the next week. And then at the end of the week, we'll do a video, and I just haven't decided if I'm going to do it live yet. If I do it live, obviously it'll just be one of my lives, but you guys will know. I'll make sure I say like this live, this time, but otherwise I'll just post a video and we'll pull the names. You just can't win twice. That's the thing. If you win one, your name can't be pulled twice.
Dude,
that's a pretty epic deal, man.
If I entered this and I won both times, and you're like, oh, you're invalid, I'd be so fucking mad. I'd be like, I win nothing and I win both of these things. Like, you can only pick one. Like, motherfucker.
I had a guy that happened though. I pulled, and this was the crazy thing. I pulled his name and he never contacted me. And a week later, I gave him all the opportunities in the world to contact me. He never did. Then I pulled his name again on the second giveaway. So now he had a whole nother week to get this giveaway, and I ran it. I let it go. Like, okay, like I understand you haven't contacted me in a week, so I know you're probably not gonna see this, but he got pulled again, and so he had so much luck that in those 2 weeks. But He never wound up collecting. I wound up having to give that same item away 3 times.
So the budget guy wants to know who's Mr. Amazing and where can I sub? LOL. I already know the answer to that question, but figure I'd allow you to address it.
He's an anonymous person who's just been a huge supporter of the channel, and nobody knows who he is. Technically, I don't know who he is. I know very little about him. He's just been an awesome person. It's Stevie Wonder Woman.
It's me.
It's him.
Sorry, guys. I'm revealing it here on today. I am Mr. Amazing.
I've had so many people, try to claim who they think it is, and it's been hilarious. But no, he is an awesome guy, and I've been very lucky to have him supporting the channel, because I'll tell you what, man, the first time when he contacted me, like, I almost thought I thought I was being trolled. I literally did. Yeah. I mean, and then when I got the box of knives he sent, because like the first box of knives, I mean, it was thousands of dollars in knives, and he said I could have them. But when I got them, I thought there had to have been miscommunication. Like, there's no way this guy sent me these knives to keep. And so I didn't want to say it in the video that these were a gift. So I refused to say it. I was like, I got to contact him, because there's got to be a mistake here. Nobody does that. But that's how awesome, that's where he got his name, was because of how amazing he is and the incredible things he does.
I will say, I'm not going to call him Mr. Amazing, because that sounds like an old.
I know. Listen. It just stuck.
Hey, Daddy Amazing. Like, no.
I know what you mean. I know what you mean. And I thought the same thing after, but afterwards it was like, the thing was right before that, there was the guy, his name was Shadow Man. And it was just, I just called him Shadow Man because he was anonymous. I didn't know anything about him, nothing. So I was just like, he's the guy in the shadows. He was sending stuff to my channel. I knew nothing about him. And so it just stuck. And then then Mr. Amazing came around, and I just said it, that he was an amazing person, and it just stuck. And now we're at this point, right? So it's like I can't take it back now, because now if I start calling him something else, it's gonna take away from the other videos. I don't know. I feel kind of weird too about it, but whatever. I don't care. I don't give a shit.
He literally sounds like a pimp.
I know. The
first time I heard that,
I know it sounds bad.
Sugar daddy.
I even wrote something in my video. I said, this does not sound good.
Mr. Amazing pays for our services and knives.
I wish I had the means to pull Mr. Amazing. See, and like, even just like saying things like that, like, I wish I had the means to pull me a Mr. Amazing. It sounds crazy, but hey, whatever, man. I don't care. I think it's hilarious. He is a good dude, and he is very amazing. So it works out. The name makes sense when we're talking about him. Please just do a video, because I can't get on all the lives. Yeah, well, if I do it live, it won't matter. Like, the video you'll be able to enter into. So no matter what, you'll be able to enter in the video. If I pull the names live, if your name gets pulled, you still win, regardless if you're there. So it would just be meaning like I'm just pulling the names live. That's all that means. It doesn't mean you have to show up. Doesn't mean you have to be there. You'll have more than enough opportunity to collect. So, because I know not everybody can make the lives. Sorry, go ahead.
So basically, if you're here to try to win something, that's not on this channel. That's on Neve's channel. I still love y'all, but you can leave. It's okay.
Well, when I do pull it, I'm hoping that, I mean, obviously for the next week, people can hopefully help support it and, share it around so that people know when it's going to happen. Because that's the whole thing, is just to bring awareness, 1, to the giveaway, then 2, to all these channels. First and foremost, to all the channels, and then to the giveaway.
I'm trying so hard not to laugh in the microphone because it's hella loud.
If I could get Horace, she'd stop screwing.
Dude, that's my luck. Like I always say, if I hadn't had bad luck, I'd have no luck at all. It's an old school Irish luck. Like, I will have things go fucking great for like a week, and then everything just
That's
falls
funny.
apart some crazy ass way over and over again. It's like you get high enough just to be able to be like, yeah, I'm enjoying life, and things just crash. And I'm like, well, oh well.
What are you guys gonna do for the New Year's?
God, man, I
Anything
don't
planned?
know. Normally, I would say I'm gonna go get fucking high and do hallucinogenics and fuck around, but after last night, I think I might just be sober, like just hang out and watch fireworks. I'm fucking scared now.
What happened last night?
Oh, I didn't tell you.
No.
I OD'd, dog.
Oh fuck, man. Sorry to hear. How you feeling
Yeah,
today?
I'm all right. So fucking it's dry out here, right? It's like really, really dry. So I was trying to get some fucking shrooms for my birthday or just anything besides just weed.
All right.
Nobody has anything. So I drove my ass out to Modesto or whatever, went to this new guy's house, got some stuff or whatever, and he cut it with something fucked up, right? Because I've done mescaline before. It's been a while, to be fair, but like I've done it before. I know what the high is, right? And like I'm having a weird sensation or whatever, some shit's going on. It's not common. And then I'm like teleporting. I'm like literally just like waking up in random ass places throughout my house. Not like I went outside or anything. Thank God, that'd be awkward. But I'd be like, all of a sudden, I will be like sitting on my couch. And next thing you know, I'll be on my computer like mid typing, but I don't know how the fuck I got there. So I'm just like blacking out for like 5-10 minutes at a time or whatever. I'm looking up online different symptoms or whatever to see like, hey, is this like a common thing? Maybe I just got something different or whatever. And there's nothing. So I'm nervous. So I'm like, all right, whatever. I call the nurse advice line, tell them what happened or whatever. And they're like, that doesn't sound normal. I was like, right. I'm pretty experienced in this shit. I'm kind of a fucking kind of an old hand at the type of thing. I said, well, you should probably come in. And like right as I came in, it got significantly fucking worse. So they pumped my stomach. They did some other shit. They put me on IV and some drips.
You were conscious the whole time though?
I don't honestly know, to be completely real
remember?
with you. I never dropped, but there's like
Okay.
large pieces that I don't remember.
Right,
I don't know what the fuck was going on, but from what they were telling me, like my body was being overloaded, and like I wanted to come in. I might not have died, but I'd have been fucked up for sure. Like it wouldn't have been good.
Right.
They were trying to keep me there for 2 days. And I was like, nope. I lasted about 6 hours. And I'm like, I'm feeling better. Bye. Like, you can't leave. Like, stop me. Bye. I'm not going to stay in this fucking hospital.
Yeah,
they'll definitely try to keep you.
Find a more credible mescaline dude.
Yeah. I'm just, like I said, I think I'm just going to stop. Like, I've had a good run, bro. I've been doing this my entire life. Like, I think I'm good.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you how many fucking people I've done CPR on, and I've had a couple of them die, but most of them I've been able to save. But yeah, I've definitely seen a lot of overdose cases. And not even just like overdosing on drugs, but just like things, period,
Yeah.
But many of them were like heroin overdoses and shit.
Yeah,
I had one person fall out on me in the middle of an intersection while at a light.
Damn.
That was tough.
Yeah, I've been through it with my old roommate twice, man. That's rough.
Yeah, it is rough.
But
on a different note, Mr. Amazing isn't all of us.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I'm not really big on doing like a nice bummed out emotional stream. So like I said it, we had a moment. Now let's move the fuck on.
Yeah, no, it's all good. It's all good. I mean, shit happens. Fucking life. Are you what are you just gonna stay at home then for New Year's Eve?
No, so I have some friends that for New Year's. I'm not really sure what you're talking about today.
I always do New Year's Eve to New Year's Day, like New Year's night, right. New Year's Eve night. That's how I always do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Into New Year's Day.
Yeah, so today is my actual birthday.
Is it? Happy birthday.
Thank you,
Happy birthday, brother.
So then I have some friends of mine wanted to like take me somewhere. I don't know what the fuck it is. They won't tell me. I'm slightly nervous. Like so that's gonna happen later on tonight. A friend of mine's coming over in about like an hour and a half or whatever. We're gonna hang out for a couple hours, then she takes off and then do some other stuff. So I'm not really too sure. I did have plans to go do some crazy shit, but like I said, after last night, like I think I'm good. Like 100%. It's kind of close.
Well, we just got blanketed in another 5 inches on top of like 6 or 7 inches of snow here in Western Washington. So,
snow too.
you know, I can get around just fine. It's the other people that I'm worried about. So I don't think we're gonna do shit.
What are you
I think we're just
driving?
gonna stay in the crib and hang out.
What do you drive?
I got a 2021 Tundra, Toyota
Okay.
Tundra.
So you're pretty good then.
Yeah, it's a beast, man. I've been up in the. Actually, I just uploaded a vlog from all my driving around in the North Cascade Mountains.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
awesome.
I've been spending the last couple of days. I've been off of work. I took the last 2 weeks of the year off, and I've been out in the mountains messing around, and we're just getting dumped on out. I think there was like 3 feet out where I was at, and
Wow.
yeah, the Tundra's a beast, man. You know, I don't have anything. It's all stock, and just as is, that thing's a beast, man. Put that thing into 4 low, and I'm plowing through everything.
Nice.
So,
no, it's definitely
yeah,
good, especially where you're at, man.
You know, getting around town though, I mean, the road that I live on off of is lined by ditches on either side, and there's been no less than 12 cars in the ditch over the last couple of days, man. So
Damn.
people are idiots. So and that's why I spend most of my time out in the mountains, to avoid the idiots. Like, I was out there yesterday for 9 hours. I encountered like 3 people the entire time. It was awesome.
Yeah, we got plenty of snow here. Like last night we had a lot of black ice. That's what you really got to worry about here. They salt for the most part, but you know, there's always going to be places that aren't hit or they haven't gotten to yet. There's not enough trucks, not enough salt, whatever. So it's and the thing is that because there's so many people, it's
Right.
like you were just saying, that's what you have to worry about.
Yeah.
You have to worry about the other people, because you could be driving. Like, I couldn't tell you how many times I've been driving, and out of nowhere, the guy that's coming at me is sliding at me now.
Sliding, right.
Yeah. And there's nothing you can do but slide out yourself to avoid it.
Right.
You know.
And I mean, Western Washington just isn't a snow area, so people forget how to drive in it. Everyone drives these jacked up big old rigs, and then they don't know how to drive in the snow.
Right.
You know, the trucks that I'm seeing in the ditch are all, you know, big 4-wheelers. They forget stopping. It doesn't matter if you have 4-wheel drive or not, right?
Mhm.
So, but yeah, Western Washington's not prepared for the snow like somewhere where like you live. You're in Illinois, right?
They're prepared here for sure.
Yeah. So they don't salt, they don't plow properly. Now, when you get out and towards the areas that are like where I was at, about an hour northeast of where I'm at, they're prepared. So they plow the snow and everything. So the roads are good. But yeah, man, I drove all the way yesterday, like almost 3 hours, until I couldn't drive anymore. And they closed the highway down, and there was like 4 feet of fresh powder out there. It was awesome.
So I'm gonna I guess tomorrow night, you know, I'm gonna wind up going with some family, and because every year I've done this, I don't think I've ever missed a New Year's with my family. So go and you know, eat some good food, and you know, go all night till the New Year's, you know, let out a good scream for the New Year's, and I'll probably end it sometime early in the morning. So probably won't be uploading anything tomorrow. I might have some pre-planned stuff just ready to upload, but I usually don't do anything after. Like, if I go out with my family, I usually don't do anything the next day. I'm usually wiped. So,
you know, New Year's Day is a complete relax day for me.
Yeah.
I don't.
All right.
And then luckily the company that I work for is cool enough to where if a major holiday falls on a weekend, we get the Monday off observed. So I
Yeah.
gotta, I mean, I already have the day off anyway, but yeah, I'm taking an extra couple of days off to just, I ain't doing shit.
To
I'm
recoup.
going nowhere. I don't think I'm gonna film anything. I don't think I'm gonna upload anything. I'm literally just gonna take a couple lazy days, man.
Yeah, that's basically where I'm gonna be at. If anything gets uploaded, it's because it's already pre-planned.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with me recording or editing that day.
Right.
You know.
I'm thinking about doing a long ass New Year's fucking stream. Just bring it in.
I'll be around for any of that too. I'm just chilling around the house. The kiddo's gonna be off doing her thing, and I think the missus works. Actually, might be working in overnight. So I got nothing going on. I'm ready to hit all the live streams.
Hell yeah, man. If you want to do a long ass New Year stream with me, I'm down. I will be drinking. No drugs, though. Just old school alcohol.
Nick says the best $200 knife is the TS 195, or is it the 195? I don't know if I'd say it's the best, but it's definitely a great buy, because especially if you're wanting an integral, a frag pattern. Well, you can get it in two different versions, the frag pattern or the micro milled. And it has like 20 forms of deployments. Right now I have the Tempest.
Oh, the Mach 1?
Yeah, I'm trying to catch it in the screen. The Mach 1.
I love you too, fucker.
What?
I barely slept, jackass.
Oh, what's up, Shane?
Awesome.
You digging that so far?
What's that?
You digging the Tempest or the?
I do. I am digging it. I have one big thing that I don't like, and I'm gonna say it in my video and recommend to do something about it. And I'm gonna give my opinions on what I would do personally to fix it. But other than that one thing, it's amazing. I love it. I love the design. The way it looks is just. I like cars too.
Right.
So looking at it, I fucking love the way it looks. And not even from like a car point of view of like looking at a car, but just even as a knife. I love, this is my blade shape. This is like my style blade shape. The tip might be up a little bit higher than I personally would do. But besides that, spear point blade, love it. Love the grind, nice tall grind. Love the deployment. I love the neutral ergos. There's so many things that I do love about this. So
it
that
looked
blade shape.
it looked like
special ed duck.
What's that?
That blade shape was like a special ed duck. Who the fuck did the fuller like that? Like a retarded ass Daffy. Like someone just straight pimp slapped a fucking goose. Like
I see what you're saying. But some of I think some of the really cool blade shapes out there have that kind of look.
No,
I think it looks awesome.
It looked gimmicky a little bit at first, but then as everyone, I keep watching everyone review it. It looks like it's a really functional knife, and it's either going to appeal to you aesthetically or not, right? There might be some people that it's not for, but it looks like Casey did a pretty hell of a job. Good job on that.
I think I'm looking past some of the things people are looking at that might bother them. I don't know if that does bother them. I'm just saying, I think I look past that because I'm looking at it completely from a functional aspect. Like I'm looking at the blade shape, the type of grind it has near the tip on, whether it's going to have a good tip strength or utility cutting tip. I guess I'm just clearly looking at it functionality wise. And in that case, like there's a lot of things I like about it. There's some things, I would change or that I don't, especially if I'm talking about full functionality. But, I think he's trying to mix a little bit of both.
Sure.
So there's nothing wrong with that. I think that's awesome.
Design your own knife.
Right. Well, I got one in the works right now. I got a 3D print coming here soon. And
I have tried, but there's one big problem. I can't draw a straight line to save my fucking life. I have no artistic ability at all. I tried and I was like, man, it shouldn't be that hard. Fuck.
Well, they have rulers.
They have rulers.
Also, you can, I didn't do this, but anybody could. If you have an iPad, you get an iPen. An iPen will turn you into a fucking artist.
Right.
No, dude, I have that. I literally have a fucking Apple iPad and I have one of the fucking Apple pens. I can't fucking draw.
Use the art app?
I can't fucking draw. I can use it. I just can't.
Well, you need to watch a video on the art app, and it'll you can take and make amazing things.
You're not understanding just how talentless I am. Like,
if you watch one of them art apps, it teaches you how to, like, say to draw this shape. Like, you'd be able just to put the pen in the middle and just draw one line away and it'll make a circle. And then you can double tap this and then stretch it out and make it a peak. Like it makes it so simple to where, but I'm not good with it either because I haven't watched the app Kara uses it. But when I look at some of the things Kara can do with it, it's like, holy shit.
I'm going to try to find one of my buddy fucking Don's design. His designs looks like a fucking child drew them, right? And I saw this and I was like, I could do that. No, I literally fucking can't. I cannot draw like a fucking child. I could do that when I was a kid. I was a good artist when I was a kid. Now as an adult, there's nothing. There's nothing there. I have an image in my head and I cannot communicate it at all.
A 9-year-old did this one. A 9-year-old literally designed this knife.
Really?
This is a Mazwan Mokhtar design, but his brother, I always forget his name. I think it's David Mokhtar. Forgive me if I'm wrong, Mr. Mokhtar, but his son is the one that actually drew it, designed it. In my video where I have this in there, I actually show the picture of his son's drawing.
Yeah.
And it's, pretty accurate. And he's only 9 years old, but you can tell a kid drew it, but they put it into reality, But I've also talked to some of the knife companies, not all of them, but some of them, you don't have to do much to insert a design. Some of them, they'll take it however the fuck you can give it to them, and then they'll make tweaks themselves. They'll figure it out. Like I had one tell me, you can give it to me on a paper napkin and I'll make it for you. So, it does depend on which companies you're talking about, but that was a pretty reputable one. So, just to give confidence to the people out there that are thinking about designs, but they don't have any CAD knowledge or anything. I don't either. I can draw on paper, but I have no CAD knowledge or nothing. I'm getting a knife 3D printed because somebody in the community is really awesome and they have a 3D print thing, but I didn't have to. Even the company, the knife company told me I didn't have to do that. They said I could.
So you're already talking to a couple of, you're already talking to an OEM?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, well, because I originally reached out to them and they came back to me like, not happening. Like, we're not going to be able to do anything till like after next year. Well, then the representative of the company contacted me like the next day and was like, hey, listen, just know that if you give us a design, we'll move some stuff out of the way and make sure yours gets pushed in.
Hey, Jared, are you able to see my screen?
Yes, I can.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is one of his designs, right? And I've seen this actual thing made. Like,
that looks cool as fuck, though.
Okay, but like it isn't like you see people that have like these like really like artistic ass renders, right? Or that look really professional. This doesn't. This looks really simple. You can see the designs, you can see the flow of it, right? So I'm like, okay, as long as I can get the basic flow of it right, I'll be fine.
Yep.
I can't do that.
Oh,
and this is actually one of his better ones, to be clear. He actually made a knife that I gave to a buddy of mine who's a ranger right now, so I can't show it to you, but it's fucking beautiful. I love that fucking knife like a lot. And like his original design of it, I'm like, that looks fucking bad. And then I see this in the hand, and I'm like, this looks goddamn incredible. So I was like, all right, I can make it work. No.
I think Blade Banter is so right about what he just said, and that's why I wanted to reassure that I got a 3D printed one. Blade Banter says it's good to get it in hand with the 3D print because you could get it in hand and figure out like, man, I got to make like a lot of changes. So that's why I mostly wanted. I think that's very important too. I think because the last thing you want is to spend money on a prototype and then get it in hand and realize how much you don't like it.
Right.
So it's better just to get it 3D printed first, figure it out, make your adjustments. If you have to make another 3D print, you can. Or if you do submit that to the knife company, then they can make changes, accordingly.
Sorry. I relate to this so much. I hate so much putting Benchmates back together. Like, it doesn't matter what it is. They have like the fucking like the D-angle screw or whatever. And I know you just literally match it up. But for whatever reason, I can't fucking do it. It'll take like 30 goddamn tries and I'll be just going, flipping the fuck out.
The one thing that it took me to figure out when I was doing like my first couple Benchmates is that when you're putting the pivot screw back in, you have to pull down the axis lock. when you're putting it back
Disengage
together,
it.
and you're
Yeah.
trying to get the damn pivot screw back in, but it won't go in, and all you have to do is pull down the axis lock and it'll pop right through. But it was so frustrating.
I took the scales off of this knife, right? I just swapped it. Really, really basic thing. Literally, you take the backspacer off or whatever, take this off, and you put it back in. It took me like 3 hours. Because I literally was not able to get these things in because it has like, a circle on one side and a flat piece on the other. And whenever I'd put it in, my hand would shake just a little bit because I have like fucking shaky ass hands from fighting and doing stupid shit my whole fucking life. And then it wouldn't line up perfectly, and then you wouldn't be able to push it in. And I would just get fucking pissed. And this, like I said, it's only Benchmade. I don't know why. It's literally just Benchmade. I take knives apart all the time, no issues at all. Full customs, cheaper budget shit, whatever the case may be. But it's just Benchmade that I just have massive problems with. One point I literally bought a Blade HQ G10 940 or whatever, and I bought titanium scales for it. And I fucked up the disassembly so bad that I had to send it to Benchmade like halfway taken apart. Like, hey, please fix this. I'm sorry.
They did though.
They did.
Lefty, what's up, bud? Hey, all sorry I could not make
What
it.
up, Kev?
Just wanted to say happy birthday. Leper
Squatch. What's up, brother? How dare you work for a living? I miss those days right now.
Shout out to Lefty EDC. So how do you like the Crooked River, aside from everything you just mentioned?
Oh, it's a good knife. I like it.
Yeah, that's one of the few Benchmades.
It fits my fat hands. Everyone's like the Crooked River is a giant fucking knife. It fits my hands perfectly.
That's what you probably want, though. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't.
That's the large one, right? Obviously,
yeah. Full size.
I had a mini grip back in the day, and that's the only Benchmade I've ever owned. The Crooked River is the only one that's really of any interest to me. So I'm looking to check one of those out.
Yeah,
I have two. You want one, man?
I like it. There's a few Benchmades.
Yeah,
I don't like them all. There are probably more that I dislike than I like, but there's a handful of them that I really like. I like the Griptilian. I like the Bug Out with new scales. I do like the Crooked River. And I like the Super Freak.
The Super Freak looks good.
I think that's it, though. Oh, wait, and the Adamas. The Adamas.
Oh, yeah.
The Mini, too. Either one, Mini or the big one.
So I have handled them. There's one of the firearm stores by me is a Benchmade dealer. So I'll handle them. I've just never really.
What is that?
It's a Super Freak with scales of burlap micarta.
Nice.
Man, it looks so different.
I don't know why I worded that way. With scales of burlap micarta, like I'm some bougie fuck.
It looks so different, though. It looks badass. I like it.
I like burlap micarta, man. Blurry. I just got burlap micarta on my TRM Atom. It's nice.
I like burlap, and then I don't. Like, certain ones I really, really like. I either love it or I hate it. One of the two.
Yeah.
Sometimes it just looks ugly to me and splotchy, but then, especially from some of the custom makers, they just have such really, really nice burlap micarta. And I don't know, I don't know if it's just the way they finish it, but sometimes, man, it really speaks to me. But then others, it's just like, meh.
Yeah, I just bought the Coke Knives Corvid XL this morning in micarta.
Yeah.
What? I don't even know what that is.
Let me pull it up. It's on White Mountain Knives.
Coke Knives what?
Corvid XL.
Yeah, I saw his post on those.
Yeah.
What up, Cue Ball?
Cue Ball's in the house.
Use code RedWolf EDC for 10% off checkout. I think it's just RedWolf. I already forgot. I forgot my own code. That's how little I care about these things.
What do you say? Love Liang.
Fuck Liang Ma.
Love Liang's burlap or Riats. Yeah, I think Riat has some good stuff. And then there's some custom makers with some good stuff. But some of the stuff I see, just around the community just looks like shit.
There you go. That is the Corvid XL and burlap micarta. There's that one. There's like a Jade G10 one I'm thinking about buying as well. There's like a purple
Oh
G10.
man, that my card looks so nice. Why
Um,
would you want to ruin it with some Jade G10?
I was gonna buy 2 of them because I get bored
Just to
quickly.
like
But yeah,
change the scales or something, or
no, you'll see in a second. They
Okay.
have this one, a Jade one, a purple one. It's like a beige one.
It looks
it's next.
gnarly.
It looks
Yeah.
massive.
Oh, that looks cool. I like that.
Yeah, I've been waiting for this thing for a while. When I got the notification, I was like, YOLO, need it.
How much was something like that?
This was like $80.
Oh, that's it?
Yep.
Huh.
I paid
Oh, it looks solid.
like
I mean, it looks massive. It doesn't look
64
practical
with
at all,
my
but
code and everything
it looks
else.
cool. So do you carry stuff like that around in your pockets?
Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah. How big is that?
It's not a long. It doesn't have a long blade. The cutting edge is 3.5 inches, but like it's because you can see it's a beast.
Yeah. So what is
I'm
it?
gonna
Probably
grind. I'm gonna
9
grind the
inches overall
flipper
or
tab
something?
off immediately though. I hate flipper tabs. Not my thing.
You're gonna cut the flipper tab off?
Yep. So blade length is 3.5 inches. Overall is 8.76
Man, it looks so much bigger than that.
because it's a fucking fat ass knife.
Yeah.
Will you do the flipper delete yourself, or you have someone else do that? Do you do mods like that?
I've done mods like that before, but I probably send it off. It's just a lot of work to do it right.
Right.
I got this Sig Sauer K320 USA made by Hogue. Pretty nice. They did a good job with, well, I mean, it's Hogue's access lock. And, you know, Hogue does a good job with their access lock. Super solid. And that's one thing I really like because and I know it's not a big deal. I know it doesn't make the lock weak. Trust me, I know this. I don't want to argue about it. I know it doesn't. But the blade rock you get when, you know, it shifts up and down on axis
Jared's
locks,
like,
sometimes
please
can
don't
annoy
question
a
me. You've
little
heard it before. Just don't do it. Just don't do it.
Well, because I know it doesn't make it weaker. It's an axis lock. It's still just as strong. It's not making the lock any weaker, but having that little, and I know it's so minimal too, but feeling that little bit of shift up and down can irritate me. No shift on this, and I really like that. I love it. Like the TRM Shadow, that's another thing I love about that. It's so solid. I don't, you know, and that's after a lot of use, bunch of edges, passing it around to people. It, you know, it's still solid as ever, and I love that.
Yeah, that's another knife that I've been trying to chase all year and haven't been able to get my hands on.
If you get one, if you get a chance, man, you gotta get it. It's that good. It's a great knife.
You know, yeah, when something has just the slightest little lock rock, it doesn't really affect it for me, but I never forget it. You know, and it's just one of those things that it's there, and I can't get.
You'll have all the knives on the table, and you're like, oh, Fair and Forge Fortis, Tucson TS223, Lock Rock.
Right.
You don't even see the name when you see it. You just see Lock Play.
I gotta be honest, like as a reviewer, I have to talk about those type of things in a video. But as like a user, I don't fucking care.
Yeah,
like,
right.
I really don't. Like, it's one thing I hate about the whole review scene, right? You have to list off all these different problems because there are problems, to be fair, but like sometimes it just doesn't fucking matter. Like for me, if the blade moves a little bit, I don't give a shit. If it falls on my hand, then I will care. Then I'll be fucking angry. But until that point, if it looks good, if the action is fun, I just don't fucking care.
I'm that way for the most part, right? I'm talking like specific things I have that irritate me. Like I despise detent lash. I cannot stand detent lash. I can't stand when I move the knife and I can feel the blade rattling on the inside.
Yeah.
That's something that gets to me. A little bit of blade play side to side, not too big of a deal for me. Right. That's not that big of a deal to me. As long as it's not rubbing the scales and it's not like shifting horribly. I prefer it to be locked up, but rock towards the lock. That
Yeah.
one gets to me if it's on a liner lock or frame lock, because those locks should not do that. That actually can add to a failure. Now with an axis lock, it's okay for me. A button lock, it's okay as long as it's a little bit, because I understand it's not hurting the integrity of the lock. But I like it, and I think it's nice when I get one that doesn't have it, because if you have 10 knives with axis locks, 8 of them will have it. You know what I mean? So it's so nice when you get one. It's like, man, this thing is fucking solid. So it's not that I won't buy the knife or don't like the knife if it does have it, because to me that, you know, like I said, it doesn't hurt the integrity of the knife. And I agree too, in a lot of ways, that there are things that don't functionally hurt the knife as a tool that we complain about, that, you know, we do blow overboard. But when you're talking about this expensive of knives, fuck, man.
Right.
I mean, these are
no,
knives,
for sure.
so.
If I'm buying a full on like custom and it has those problems, like that one when I got the attention to detail knives that had like problems all over the place, that was a handmade custom. I'm like,
Yeah,
no,
that's
dude.
different.
Like you literally flipped this thing up, you built it from scratch, you knew what was there. It's not a factory, it's like some mass marketed product where QC issues happen, just name of the game. You made this by hand and you sent it out. Like you knew what the fuck was there, you just didn't give a shit. People like that I roast the fuck out of, as everybody who watches my channel knows. But like as far as like a big mass marketed company or whatever, like they're literally making knives on like an assembly line.
Right.
Eventually shit happens. Like it is what it is. Me personally, I don't like being angry about little ass shit. If I don't like it, I fucking sell it. It is what it is.
Right.
But I was just saying, like, as a reviewer, like, you know, if we don't mention these type of things, we're considered to be dishonest, which is kind of why I have like my whole score system where it's like, hey, you know, here's generalized EDC, here's, you know, hard use, here's how I personally feel, which probably contradicts all these fucking things, because I don't care about these problems.
I do the same
thing's
thing.
fucking fun to me.
Yeah, I do that with some things too. Like I'll mention it, but I also kind of, you know, be like, it doesn't bother me though, you know.
Like
Or it
this
might bother
$40
you.
knife, if I did a review on it, right, for like EDC purposes and everything else, I would shit on this knife all day long. This is one of my favorite fucking knives. It's like 40 fucking bucks to shitty ass Gerber. Yes, I love the ergonomics with this knife. Shitty ass steel, right? Which is cool for me because I hate fucking sharpening. I don't have Jared's skill set where I can just sit there at the patience to do that type of thing. So I can strop it real fast and be fucking done with it. I beat the fuck out of this knife and I love it. But if I gave it a review score, probably a 4.
I mean, I got the worst fucking luck with Gerbers, man. I've never had one that was any good. Even like the of most recently, some they always show up bad. I always have issues with them. I'm not saying there's not good ones out there. I've just never seen one. Jared is a master of being knife PC.
Yeah, so
I think over a certain price point, and they're tools at the end of the day. So I respect the knife as a tool. I want it to function the best way possible as a tool. If a knife can function and do all the tool things perfectly, I will overlook little issues. Right. But if there's little issues and it's not a good functioning tool, well, fucking, it ain't
right.
It's worth me just dragging now, because it's supposed to be a functional tool. It's kind of like buying a chef.
That's why
knife,
you're
right?
a diva.
Think about this. Think about buying a chef knife, and it has like super thick geometry, like axe-like geometry. A chef knife is supposed to slice clean. They're supposed to be really thin. But think about buying a chef knife and it's 200 thousandths blade stock thickness. Behind the edge, it's 50 thousandths. You wouldn't use it in your kitchen. It wouldn't work functionally as a kitchen knife. Well, same thing for EDC knives. You know, there's a good way to do them where they work good for everyday carry. That doesn't mean there's not going to be different categories of light duty versus hard use and things like that. Sure. But if it's going to be hard use, well, then it needs to hit these certain things across the board. The lock strength, the stop pin, the geometry, and the ergos all have to match, right? You don't put a super thick blade on a little tiny handle that you can barely hang on to, right? So, that's why I just think like,
I've had a few of those knives.
right. And it
It's
sucks
like this.
because
It's like
it's
the
so
same
difficult
stock
to
as a
use.
Medford, but it has like a freaking like a 940 handle.
Yeah.
It's
Right.
so weird.
And it just like contradicts everything it's supposed to be. Or, well, what I look at it is that and I don't want to drag any designer or any knife maker, but it makes me feel like they're not even taking it seriously. It's like, you're charging me how much for this thing, and you didn't even take its purpose seriously of what it's supposed to be. Now, you can say there's art knives out there and stuff, and I respect that. There is art knives out there, but in most cases, these aren't art knives. These are labeled
Right.
as
That's not what
EDC
they're
knives,
intended.
everyday
Yeah.
carry knives. They're not labeled as a fucking art knife.
Yeah, to be fair though, I know a lot of people. I'm not gatekeeping anybody. You can do what you want with your own products, but I know a lot of folks that buy these like fancy ass things and never ever use them. They just stare at them. They just flip them over and over and over again.
Mhm.
That's also a thing. And at that point in time, it's
I
more
don't
about
give
the
a shit if
looks
they do or
and the
don't.
action.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I don't care if people use or don't use their knives, but that's where I find the beauty. I love using them. I find that, and that doesn't mean you have to drag it across concrete, but I think having the tool and using it, appropriately for what it's used for, that's the beauty of it. I love seeing some good scratches, a nice fresh edge, or, some scuff marks. To me, it's like, damn, that thing looks good. When I see that, that's what I see. I'm like, damn, that thing looks good.
Right.
When it's fresh and crisp, it still looks good, but I can't help but think like, man, that thing wants to be used.
Yeah, no, I got plenty of, expensive beaters, and they're battle scars, as far as I'm concerned. That makes
It's a
I
story.
appreciate the knife more,
Yep.
Yes, the first time I do it, I'm like, God damn it. But then, like my Wee Malice is one of my most abused knives, and I've had it refinished a couple times. It's beat to shit. It's scratched. It's the blade's in great shape, but the scales are all fucked up on it, and I love it. I love the fact that it's like that.
Yeah, I think that it tells a story.
Yeah,
That's the beauty of it. It does tell a story. And there are some knives that I think do look better. Not pristine, but they look good not being all fucked up. But for the most part, most of these knives, and this is what I tell everybody who worries about the scratches and scuffs and stuff, these expensive knives can all be refinished.
they can always get brought back. Yep.
You can yeah. There's a reason why it's titanium. Titanium, you can send it and change it to what you want now, right?
Yep.
How you would have done it from the factory or whatever. You can have it reblasted. You can have it reground. You can change everything. So to me, it's like somebody, Cue Ball, right? Cue Ball dropped one of my knives, and he was freaking out about it, and I could have cared less. I didn't give a shit. Right. He's like, you're telling me you dropped my knife? Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, that doesn't, to me, that doesn't even at the slightest bit bother me. Like, not even a little tiny bit. I didn't care. And he was really worried about it, which, shows, one, his honesty and everything, because he called me right away.
Told me about that,
to tell me about it, which is awesome for him, for being so honest and everything. But I didn't give a shit. Like, if it was that big of a deal, which it wouldn't have been,
right?
I'll fucking contact Knife Modders.
Right.
Who cares? I'll get it. It's
so I have a bunch of stuff on like the pass around groups, right? And that's actually happened to me a few times. I'm like, oh, I got a scratch on the blade or whatever. I don't fucking care. When I get a new knife, I know what I do with that. I'm gonna give it character immediately. Because that first drop is the one where you're like, oh shit, I'm stressed the fuck out. Once I do that, I don't care anymore. Now it's a tool. Now I can use. Now I can enjoy it.
There is that
you
thing.
Drop
with that
it, you scratch it. I don't fucking care.
That first one does get you. It's like, ah, damn it, I scratched my knife. Then after that, it's on to the races.
What I hate is on a user when it's the first time I go to take it apart and clean it, and I slip, and it's my driver that scratches it, not something that I did out in the field. That kills me more than anything.
Yeah.
Like, God damn it, I've been carrying this thing for 4 months, no scratches on it. Move the pivot slips, and
Yeah, and it's the driver that scratches it.
Yeah,
Not the
yeah.
use, not the this, not the that,
Right.
the driver. You know what and it's not that I hate, I don't really care, but it's always funny to me that the knife you actually want to keep pristine, the one that actually is, you could call it a safe queen or just something you're trying to keep nice. That's the one that'll get scratched. And the
Right.
one that you beat the hell out of, you could care less about, you've used, you've thrown, you've dropped,
Not a
still looks
mark on it.
brand new.
Right.
Like, how the hell hasn't this thing gotten more scratches?
Right.
But yet the one that you really care about, there's a scratch all the way down it.
You want to know a knife I was really impressed with is the Heretic Hydra.
Slash. Sorry, go ahead.
I remember when I did my torture test, right? I was literally throwing the thing against the fucking wall, fucking grinding it against the table, banging it. I could not get one fucking scratch on that bright blue finish. I was like, how the hell? Like, everyone's like, because I see videos, right? People are like, oh, I fucking scratched this up. I did this the first day. I'm throwing this thing into the fucking wall. I'm literally hiking like a fucking football, and it's doing nothing. How the fuck did you get a scratch on it?
There are certain finishes that are really, really good, like the orange peel. The orange peel, it's very difficult to scratch an orange peel finish. That is the beauty. If you want a finish that is very scratch resistant, the orange peel is like the way to go. Next would be, a regular stone wash, a good heavy stone wash.
Right.
That the heavy stone washes can get scratches, but the regular stone washes, where they're smooth stone wash, those do really good.
Yeah, they show wear really nice.
Yeah.
The one that's really impressed me recently is I got the MBK pincher, and this has been I've carried. So I got this 2 weeks ago, and I think it's been in pocket just about every single day since I got it. I did my full review on it yesterday. As much as this has been in and out of pocket, I don't have a single snail trail on it. It's just a basic. Yeah, it's got the white storm fat carbon inlay on it, but the spot that is exposed the most, the finish on this thing is just great. This is my first MBK, but it's all goobered up from all the tape I sliced over Christmas time on it. But yeah, I'm very impressed on how the finish on this thing is holding up. I think that this is a fabulous EDC knife, man.
Yeah, people seem to like it. I haven't tried it, but people seem to like it.
Hey, Nick. So that knife I just threw behind me, which is the ProTech Magic Whiskers Rose Gold. I hand that knife to everybody, right? Because watching them try to open it, it's funny as hell. I have seen that knife fly out of so many people's hands. It is amazing. They either can't open it or they open it and it scares the shit out of them.
Do you know what knife I really like right
just
now?
It kicks really hard. The auto, is that what it is?
Here, 1 second. Let me go find it.
While he's doing that, I'm going to show you guys a knife that's discontinued, and I hate that it's discontinued. I like this knife a lot, and I just got it in. It's from the number 4 of the huge box, the unboxing that I'm doing right now. It's the Wee Deacon.
Yeah.
It's not a big knife, but damn it, it's a solid little knife. I can get a full 4-finger grip. It's like a 3 1/4 inch blade, stupid smooth. The action's perfect, but they discontinued it, and they did so many things right on this. It's a really nice knife. Perfect contouring. The carbon fiber looks really expensive. I know that doesn't make sense. Is that a
bolster lock?
It's a bolster lock, yeah. They had multiple different versions. They had it in like every color. You could get like the blue with the black hardware or vice versa, because the hardware's titanium. So you could, it's anodized blue on this one. But they had the blue titanium with like different anodized colored screws. Just such a crown spine, super good knife, but they discontinued it.
Oh, is that the Deacon?
Yeah. I got by the way, I got the Wee Beacon on the way. It should be there today. I think they dropped December 30th. So they should be shipping out to me. I should get it in a couple days. Brand new
Okay.
model. All the new Wii models should have showed up today, guys, at the knife centers or knife dealers. If you guys are curious.
Okay. So this is what I was talking about, magic whiskers, where you like literally have to like move the scale, and then it opens up.
Oh,
So
okay.
he was talking about how like his SMG like flew out of his dad's hand or whatever. I show this knife to fucking everybody. It's just funny to watch it try to open it, and they'll either won't be able to open it, they'll just sit there and just fumble for like 10 minutes, or they'll get it immediately and it'll fucking launch and they'll fucking freak out.
Scare the shit out
I've
of
seen
them.
like grown men go, ah, and fucking drop it. It's hella funny to me.
This is actually one of Cue Ball's knives. The Real Steel Megalodon. This one's the.
Oh yeah,
I
yeah.
can't remember if it's
familiar
Knife
with
Center
that knife.
exclusive or White Mountain Knives exclusive or Smoky Mountain Knives exclusive. I don't know, but the one with the micarta, really nice micarta, multi-roll bearing, stupid smooth, really good flipping action. They tune the detent on these perfectly. Solid knife, M390, titanium, not a deep carry, which actually kind of works better because in the hand you don't feel it. That's the one benefit to a non-deep carry clip. I know a lot of people love deep carry clips, but on some knives, it's just better not to do a deep carry. It's so much better. Like this knife, if this knife had a deep carry clip, because it slims down, especially when the blade's open, it slims down, it would be bad. I got that one right here too.
Yep. That's why I was showing it. He said he sent it to you.
Yeah, badass knife. Yeah, this is another good one of the year. There was a lot of good knives, but there was also, I'm not going to say misses, but there was a lot of knives I would have liked to have seen.
Anybody want to buy it?
Like
Let me know. I've never carried this thing.
What's your knife of the year?
I got it in hand and I was like, nope. Put it right back in the box where it goes again. What's up?
What's your guys' favorite knife of the year that was done in 2021? Do you guys have one?
And not too much has been done in 2021.
Well, there was a lot of companies that didn't do anything. So
yeah, that's what I was saying. Like there hasn't been too much new this year. Like this was new this year, and like a few other different things. So the Corvette XL is actually one of those knives that I really wanted to get in hand. It was supposed to be in September, then it got pushed back until now, apparently. So hopefully I'll get that in hand and love that one. I also really wanted the Midgard's Messer of Valhalla folder, which is the one that got stolen out of the fucking mail. So like, I don't know if I'm gonna like that or not, but I thought I would. So I don't know, man.
Lefty
I also haven't bought that much shit this year. Besides the drunk crap.
Nick says the Axon. I think my knife of the year would probably be the TRM Shadow, especially if we're talking about USA made. Overseas stuff, I do really like this 3.0, the Ferrum Forge 3.0. I don't know if I would say it's my knife of the year or anything. I think the Demco 8020, especially for USA, that's definitely for me like one of the best knives of the year because it was so innovative. I do think the TRM is more EDC friendly, so I do like that knife a lot better for carrying uses. What knife are you showing right there?
That is the J-Cape.
That's a
V3.5.
But that didn't come out in 2021 though.
I have that exact knife somewhere.
I got this on the last drop, so technically it did. Yes, it's an older design.
Yeah,
that's why. But that drop is from the most recent drop. That's why I think. What
I was just saying, the original one, did it come out in 2020 with the design?
I think the V3.5 there was a 2020.
That one was made by Wii, and
that's
the
3.0.
ones are made by React.
The 3.0, everything up until the 3.0 was Wii. The 3.5 is React.
Gotcha.
But as of for 2021 releases, I'd have to say I'm going along with quite a few other people and the Nimble. I know
that is a good knife. I can't wait for the 3.5.
Oh, big time. The 3.5
is going to be absolutely amazing. The 8020 was last year as well, was it? No. I think it was
20. The 20S is new this year, right?
What?
The 20S is new this year, right?
Yeah. Well, I thought the AD20 itself was in 2020. I thought it came out the very beginning of the year.
Oh, maybe it
Not
did.
saying he might not have had it going in 2020, obviously, but I'm saying the first AD20. Maybe I'm wrong. I could be wrong. Maybe it was 2020, and I'm just completely wrong. I could be, but I'm still gonna say it's 2021. Fuck it.
Another one that is contender for knife of the year for me is this little guy, the Dapper.
That's a snappy little guy.
Yeah, and this is the knife that's made me realize I don't need big knives.
Mm-hmm.
This knife is as small as it is, punches way above its size, and
super snappy.
Yeah, it's just great in every aspect.
It surprised me how snappy that action is on that little guy.
Yep.
The way they have, you know what? It's very similar to the reason why the Tucson TS240 is so snappy. The way they have the flipper tab shaped, and I believe there's a couple knives from Vox that actually do this, but the way the leverage point is on the flipper tab and how it connects to the blade makes it to where it doesn't have a very big rotation for when your push point. Like it's almost like it's so high up compared to the leverage of the pivot that it's almost like, it's hard to explain. It's almost like when you're pulling down, you're actually pushing forward at the same time. So it's so snappy. And I noticed that knife does it. And then there's a couple other models out there that have that type of flipper tab,
Right.
I guess.
I agree with what Kevin just said, though. This is a little thick behind the edge for sure, but it's still, I mean, there was days where there was a couple weeks early in the year where this is all I carried. And
that was my biggest complaint with it too, though. It's just super thick.
Yeah.
Even though it's a tall grind, so you can get by with it. It's not like it doesn't work, but it is thick. I had one in for sharpening. And
so as far as my favorite knives of the year, these aren't released this year, to be very clear. There's been nothing this year so far that just blew me away.
Nothing.
But I got this year, which is my Rockstead, which is all fucking whooped up and scratched up and tapes all fucked off. But I love this knife. Like, I don't care what anybody says. I fucking love this knife.
I love it too.
And then I got this maybe 3 or 4 months ago, which is the Golem.
Oh yeah.
I fucking love this knife, dude. The fucking Golem is such a good knife.
It almost looks like a
hands,
giant F5.5.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah, that thing was a beast.
And then, although not released this year, the Axon frame lock. This could easily be my favorite knife of the year. And I know it's not new for this year, but it's new to me this year, and I love it.
Yeah, actually, a little bit.
That's
like
a
knife
looks like a micro knife next to it. Damn, that grind is so tall on that knife.
What's up, Grumpy?
Man,
Grumpy Grunt. What's up, dog?
Finish on this Rockstead for a button lock. Man, this thing is so rock solid. It when you pop the detent out, it snaps. Like you can hear it pop. It's a tight smoothness, but man, does it feel so solid. Very addicting.
I think that's, out of all three of those, that one I think is the dopest. I mean, look, the Shiro is absolutely on fire too, but yeah, that's
they're all three are really good knives.
Dude, I love the purple carbon fiber on the Shiro. I'm not even a flipper guy, but if I had to pick one of those knives, it'd be the Shiro. So
yeah, the Shiro. Well, the purple, it's hard to do it justice on the camera, but in reality, looking at it, it almost looks like you know how toxic green looks like it's almost glowing.
Yeah,
that's the way this is. The purple looks like it's almost glowing in certain lights, like it's almost like a toxic purple. but it looks so good. And then they have the purple clip and backspacer. I mean, sure, action, but complete fall shut action.
But
You
yeah,
can
then
tell that was
if we're talking about fixed blades too, because I carry fixed blades more than I do anything else. This thing is like my fucking baby, dude. I'm not
What is that
carrying
one?
it today, but I fucking love this knife.
What is it?
It's a Bark River.
Oh, that's
So, I actually forgot what
fixed
model this
blade
was.
for me. If I was gonna say this is actually cue balls, but the Spyderco Gale Bradley fixed blade. This thing is really, really
Why
nice.
the fuck is there a hole in the blade? That shit drives me crazy.
Just because it's a Spyderco, at least it's a tiny one.
I know, but like it's literally a weak point in the blade. Like if you wanted to,
I agree.
Like the argument is like maybe it's a lashing point, right? Where it's at would not work as a fucking lashing point. Like it's
No.
literally just there because it's Spyderco, and I don't know.
That's
because.
it. That's the only reason why it's there. It's the spider bite. Okay, it's a spider bite, but it has a beautiful choke up spot right
Yes,
there.
thank you. This guy knows my knife better than I know my actual knife. It's a Bravo clip point.
Bravo clip point.
Thank you.
But yeah, this is a really good knife. And it does have the holes to it, so I guess you could tie it to a spear if you really wanted to. But the geometry is really good for a fixed blade. Really good balance, good sheath, solid knife. I do like that one quite a bit. These little CRKT, the moss back is what this one is, and then it's small. There's nothing special about it. They're discontinued, but damn it, is this a good little fixed blade? This one and this little trout knife, the moss back, I forget what it's called, the like the trout knife or something. It's a hollow grind. It's just a little tiny little like paring knife, but damn it, there's such a good little EDC knife. Nice, thin, and compact. But yeah, they don't make them no more.
Yeah, when it comes to small knives, for me, this thing probably. I fucking love this Karambit.
Yeah.
I actually got one of those because it just reminded me of it. What is that CRKT?
Provoke.
The Karambit CRKT, the mechanical
Provoke.
one.
Provoke.
What?
It's called a
Provoke.
Provoke.
Yes, I got one of those here right now. Could be anteater for the Hawkbill. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of Hawkbills, but certain ones, like say this one, this Tucson, it's not a giant Hawkbill. It just has a little tiny bit of a curve right here, which if you didn't like, this would be like the easiest knife to just make a straight Wharncliffe. I could do it in 10 minutes on a stone. But the way it's shaped, it's almost like a claw, but not too dramatic. It literally acts just like a Wharncliffe, just tiny bit better. So for like going around opening boxes or, cutting things, then also to like cut ropes, you can get right behind a rope. And this is just enough to trap the rope to where it's not going to slip around it. And you can just snag it and pop a strap, plastic straps, ropes, whatever. But the milling is really nice. I don't know if it'll come up, but
yeah, you can see that.
Yeah.
Beautiful
I can
milling. The action is really good. Solid Tucson right here. And this one wasn't really popular. Like you can get this for like $75, which is crazy for, $75 for full titanium 14C28N night morning design. And it's a good design. It feels, because there's a lot of Tucsons, they're hit or miss on how they feel in quality. Like I have some right now. They don't feel like that great of quality, but then there's some that are just amazing. Like the TS, what was it? Tucson 190, the Cobra. I'm not a fan of this blade shape, but I cannot deny this thing feels very high end. It feels like it was done by Riyadh or something.
Sounds good.
Just everything is so refined. The little details are all there, like all the little tiny details. Really good geometry. So slicey. This one's M392, I believe. Yes, M390. The clip works great. The access to the lock bar is amazing. Sharpening to a plunge grind is great. Have you tried the Asher Knives full tie Nomad? No, I got the Spyro, but I have not tried the Nomad.
That's
Lefty has it though. I believe Lefty has it. I have not tried any of their M390 either. I'm actually testing over there. I'm testing.
Hey, I actually really like some of Tucson's designs. Not many. There's like 3 that I like. But those designs are fucking cool.
That's the thing, is that like there's like they're almost to 400 designs, right? Out of 400 designs, there's like 15 that I like really like a lot.
There's 400 fucking Tucsons.
Well, they're at like 390 right now.
Jesus, dude, I've probably seen a quarter of that. I had no idea.
Yeah,
I need like an itemized Tucson list of like all their models because
I'm not sure if they're exactly
crazy.
390, but that's the number they're at. So you figure there's probably 300 or so altogether.
It's still
because
crazy.
they skip some numbers. No soul, Lefty says. No soul.
Well, yeah, I'm a fucking ginger.
Design, I
got to steal yours.
All soul. I'd name it the soul knife, just so Lefty'd have to admit it has soul. But yeah, there are a lot. Like I got this button lock one right here. I forget the number. 3 something. Solid button lock. No detent lash, detent, like no blade rock or anything. Super solid lockup. But when it's shut, it has, and I know a lot of button locks do this, but it has that little bit of like detent lash, and that kind of drives me nuts. Even though it's a button lock, which I'm a little bit more forgiving on a button lock because it's not the same thing as a detent. But detent is super solid for deployment. Super solid, and the design is really good. Blade shape and grind is really good, but the one problem I'm having is this fucking thing keeps coming loose. The pivot keeps walking out. I don't know if maybe putting a washer on it would help, but I've Loctited it and let it set 3 times now, and every time it's come loose. I don't want to put red Loctite on it.
I bid on one of those and got outbid right away. That's one of the. I think that's one of the only Tucsons I actually bid on this year.
303. Sorry, the TS 303.
Yeah,
it's set now. They're starting to put it on there.
That's much better instead of just being on the fucking like the box or whatever.
Yeah. M390 though, and I mean it's a solid knife. Fucking great.
Yeah,
knife.
that one looks
little detail. Great thumb studs too, man. These thumb studs are fucking fantastic.
Yep, I was looking for a button lock with thumb studs, and that's what I found. And sometimes those eBay bids go fucking crazy. I forget what that thing ended up selling for, but yeah, I got outbid like 4 times on that thing.
Love them knives. Knife was like fucking $700 at one point. So
that's crazy, man. This 301 cue ball, just mentioned it. Yeah, this is like one of the better Tucsons of the year, if not the best of the year. I'm not much of a trailing point fan. I don't like this blade shape, but the quality and everything else is so good. And it has a little bit more of a meaner look to it with this blade shape. But yeah, I do wish the tip went straight down and like ended right here. I even thought about cutting the thing off. But everything else, the quality, false shut action, the detent is as good as you could get. I mean, it's perfect. And the placement of the thumb studs is so good. It's exactly like if I was going to measure this out and decide where I want my thumb studs, this is exactly where they would be on this knife. It's just it's that perfect. The choil is great. Geometry, fucking amazing. Ergos are just melting, hand melting. Yeah, this is a great model right here.
What model is that one?
But I think Tucson, the reason why all their D2 models are coming out right now and they're not using 14C, I think they're having trouble getting 14C. I think that's the problem. I don't think they're able to get it right now. So all the new models that would normally be M390 or 14C are coming out in D2. I think they're struggling to find 14C right now.
Supply chain issues.
Oh, shit. Yeah, as far as Tucsons, I have a fixed blade. that I primarily use in the kitchen. I can go show it to you if you want me to, but that knife's dirty as fuck right now. That thing gets used every day. And then I have a the one you gave me, which I still have. And then I also have a front flipper that has like this really crazy ass design that, I mean, I think I paid like $45 for that knife, which is it's carbon fiber M390 titanium. Like, for the most part, pricing on eBay is all over the place, but you can like find stuff on secondary market for really fucking cheap. White Mountain knives for really fucking cheap. Like,
yeah, I'm surprised that White Mountain Knives doesn't take advantage and mark them up a little bit more, because they actually have them for very reasonable prices. They have the 301, the 14C version for $95. Carbon fiber, micarta, full titanium, you know, all the bells and whistles for $95. That's crazy. And then they have other ones I've seen that are like M390 for like $120, $110, $130, depending on which one. But which is a great deal. But I got one of the Tucson chef knives here too, one of Cue Ball's. I recently, because of Todd, got to try the Quiet Carry Drift.
Another one of those knives that everybody fucking loves, and I'm like, not my thing.
Yeah, this one, the thing is if I'm looking at it as a tool, this is a fantastic little knife. But I do have some things I dislike about it. I wish it was on bearings. That's probably my biggest thing. I just wish it was on bearings. It's like, it feels stiff, which is fine. You know, I'm not complaining too much, but I wish it was on bearings. But as a functional tool, it's great. Great little cutter, great geometry, great materials are fantastic. I do have for the, I've never tried them, so I talked to them today, and they're sending me the new, the tactile, what the hell is the thumb stud tactile,
tactile,
the name of it?
Yeah. I was just looking at those too, and someone who just posted that.
I have one of those coming. I just can't remember I know it's Tactile Turn as their pen.
Yeah, it has a weird fucking name. It's like spelled super strange. I'm looking it up right now.
So I got one of those coming. I'm not sure if they're sending me the Magna Cut one or the 20 CV, but I'll be honest.
The Rockwall thumb stud?
What's that?
Is it the Rockwall thumb stud?
Yes, the thumb stud Rockwall. Yeah, they have another slip joint that's called something really weird.
The Bexar.
Bex with a B?
Bexar? Yeah.
Bexar, yeah.
B is in boy, EXAR.
Looks like a good little knife, but they gave me the choice between that or the Rockwall, and I chose the Rock.
Yeah.
Hey, so is the Tactile Turn knife, is it under Tactile Turn, or they have it like a sub brand?
I think it's separate.
Yeah, because Tactile Turn is their pens.
Yeah, same, sister companies, but
yeah.
All right. What is the sister company? I'm trying to show it on the screen.
Okay, so
it's Tactile Knife Co.
Yeah, Tactile Knife Co. Yep.
Okay.
I think someone said that the slip is like the knife of the year. Who did that? Someone.
Oh yeah, there's the Bexar.
Nick Shabazz right there.
Huh.
Yeah, Nick Shabazz right there for sure. That is 100% a Nick Shabazz knife right there.
Yeah, looking at how small it is, I already hate it. That will not fit my fat hands.
Yeah, it looks like a cool knife. It's just nothing. Not because it's a slip, but it's just nothing that I would carry.
It's
but
fucking.
It looks like
it's pretty, but it would not fit my hands. I already know.
I don't really. I think it looks good. I think it'd be a great knife for a lot of people. I'm just not a slip joint fan.
And here's
I do want to try one of their chef knives though.
Yeah, how much is that chef knife?
I think it's $100 and it's 14C28N. I think
149.
149. Okay, so at the knife show, I heard them saying something about $100. So maybe I'm wrong, but I know it's 14C though. Or at least that's what they said at the knife show. Does it say this? Yep, 14C. Fantastic steal for. I've even been using the Tucson chef knife, and it's in 14C. And 14C is such a great steel for the kitchen. Great chef knife steel.
That's going to be my big purchase this year. Is I'm sick of my piece of crap like KitchenAid knives that I've had for years.
Well, can you pull something up really quick? I
Sure.
think you might like this. Stevie, check this out. So Q Ball actually showed me this because his niece actually does, I believe, the photography or something for the company. We were talking about it yesterday, but look up knife plus knife or hand, was it forged in table? Sorry, forged in table. Fuck. Had to remember that. So I was looking at these yesterday. I never pulled the trigger yet, but I am for sure pulling the trigger today. I'm gonna buy my mom one for for the holidays. But they have a bunch of different chef knives there. Now their steel is like Japanese style. It's made in China, but it's Japanese style hand forged knives, kitchen knives. But they're under $100, and they're VG10. When you see it, like they're like 80-90 bucks, but
Right.
you can see the quality. Not only can you see it, but even just like the presentation's really nice. They
So
look
it's called forged in table. So I'm getting nothing on Google.
forged in table, yeah.
Forged
in
to tape.
table.
Q-Ball says.
Forged to table. Forged to table. Sorry. Not forged in, forged to.
Okay, there we go.
Got it?
I'm like,
Forged to table makes sense.
Yeah, forged to table.
I mean, it's Jared, so I just have to take it at face value and hope for the best.
Yeah. Now if you pull up the screen right here. So that's the one I'm thinking about getting. My mom is right there, $89. And like I said, the presentation is really good. You see how it comes in a wood box and everything. They have paring knives and cleavers and stuff too. But these look really solid for the price.
Bread knife.
Yep. $100. 10-inch.
That's a really sloppy Hamon though. Great handle. But like I don't know about this shit.
Talking about the hammering part?
Just the way they did it. So I know what they're trying to do, but
yeah,
their version of it just looks fucking janky.
See, I personally don't mind it. Like, I think for the price tag, it's VG10, looks like decent materials. I think it looks really good. I know it's like trying to be like a $300 knife, and it's not quite there, but it's still, for the money, it looks really, really good. It looks like it's more expensive than 80-90 bucks.
Yeah.
Now,
So the main kitchen knife I use is a Wee knife. I think I paid like 110 for that. And it's S35EN steel, or S45EN actually. And it's fucking beautiful. I mean, you can get some pretty crazy stuff for a fairly low price.
I just started using this, and if you guys want to support a Kickstarter, Vosteed,
that's pretty cool.
Vosteed. I just got this. It actually is made.
1 second, Jared.
By the guy.
Right. Do your thing.
It's Vosteed, and it's actually made by the same guy who works for Kaiser. He designed the cormorant, the button lock cormorant. You can see his logo right there. I know it's not going to focus, but it's YD Designs, and he's Dr. EDC on Instagram. This is a fantastic knife. Now
I follow him. I know who that is.
Yeah, great dude. Like, I talk to him all the time, and they got this going on. Now you can get just this knife, by backing the Kickstarter, or you can get like a a 3-knife set or a 2-knife set. They have a couple different options, so just depending on what you want to get, because they also have like a paring knife and things like that. But really nice knife. This is solid. Very, very.
Send me a link, man.
What's that?
Send me a link.
Okay. So I will. I'll see if I can just send it right here, right now.
I actually love to cook, brother. So like, I'm always looking for different kitchen knives and stuff like that. Cleaning, less so. I hate that part, but.
So I'm gonna I'll copy and paste the Kickstarter in the chat.
Okay.
I'm putting it in right now. Bang.
Hey, what up, Todd Carr?
So that's the Kickstarter. And like I said, but there's different options. So it's not like you just have one option. You can do it for like the low and just get that knife, or you can get a set or whatever. Did it go in?
Nope, not yet.
No.
Oh, it's refusing me probably because I'm not a moderator.
Put it in the private. Oh,
Okay.
you're on your
Oh
phone.
shit! I gotta get out of this. I don't think I can.
You can also just send me on a Instagram, man.
Okay.
And then I'll post it for anybody who wants to see
That's what
it.
I'm doing right now. All right, sent. But also, like I said, dude's Q is his name, QUE. Great dude. I talk to him pretty much every day. Awesome dude. He works for Kaiser. He does a bunch of designs with Kaiser. First and foremost, he's a knife guy. Loves knives, loves designing knives. And when you talk to him, you get, right? And then also I really like that he actually cares about what you think. Like he'll ask you questions like, do you like this?
I'll use the feedback.
This? Yeah, he likes the feedback and takes it seriously. And you can tell his passion for knives, just like us. So I tend to like that. Like, I don't like when it's a knife designer or company that's not even passionate about the knives.
Right.
They're just designing knives to sell them. It's not about the knives. It's about the money to them. So I feel some sort of way when it's like that. But when it's somebody who like just loves knives and loves the collecting and the little details and stuff, you find that connection with them. So
yeah,
and that's the way I feel with Q. Like he did the cormorant. Great design, great job on that. I think there's things that could have been done a lot better, but he still did a good job with it. It's a great knife. I wish it was a little bit bigger and a couple other little things, but great design aside from the way it looks, like the X's and the lines and everything. I hate that.
Right.
Can't stand those X's and lines, but
hey, so it says it's made with 9 CR18 MOV steel though.
Yeah. This one is it's like a San Mai for this one. 3-layer high carbon steel, and the core of it is a 9CR. Yes.
How much in dog years? I have no idea, but I turned 33 today, so do the math on that one. I feel fucking old.
Yeah, really nice knife. The ergos are really good on it. Feels really good in the hand. I like this ramp area right here for the pinch grip. Feels really good in the hand. Like the blade shape. The geometry is insane. It's so thin. It
looks like it.
Yeah, it's very thin, but the balance is really good.
What is that, like a 10-inch?
I think it's 8 or 9. I'll just measure it really quick. I forget. Yeah, 8 even.
Oh, okay.
The cutting length is just a tiny bit over 8 inches. So the actual cutting edge,
yeah, that's all you need,
is 8 inches. which is great. It's a great
Hold on a
size.
second. Hold on a second. Yes, I'm only 33. I look old as fuck because I've been stressed the fuck out, done hella time in prison, and did a whole bunch of drugs. I'm already
33
knowing
going on
everyone says the
56.
same shit. Fuck you, sir.
33 pushing your 70s.
Pretty much, yeah.
You look great for 43. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
It was the same way when I was like a little ass kid too, right? I was literally buying fucking liquor for people when I was like 16. Like some people like some people age gracefully. I age like shit. Like
Hey,
I'm
old as
older
fuck,
than I
man.
actually am.
I'm 42, and I've been that guy that, you know, I was buying cigarettes when I was 12 years old. You know, I've just always, look a lot older than I am. I mean, and people still, you know, say you look great for 50. I'm like, fuck you. That's 8 years away. My body just stopped. It gave up making fucking pigment and hair years ago. You know, I even got, you know, even the fucking ball hairs are gray these days. You know, my body said fuck it. But yeah, Q-Ball
That
says
says we're all young.
Hey, I will say I'm pretty happy I stole my fucking hair so far. Like everyone in my family, they go bald in their like 20s. So I'm 30 or 33 years old and I fucking still have hair. So
That's one thing I'm blessed with. I
did inherit the giant fucking forehead though. Like that's never going away. I was born with that shit.
I got a tiny forehead, so I'm the exact opposite. I have a 2-head. They don't even call me a 4-head. I got a 2-head.
Nah, dude. Every guy in my family has this giant ass fucking forehead.
I had.
So I think I'm good on the hair, but like I got this massive fucking thing.
I had no problems with hair up top, and I hit 35. Done with it. It stopped. It would grow long, but it got super thin and got that big old bald spot. That's why I finally just embraced it and went bald. But I was fine up until about 35, and then
I look so angry when I'm bald. I have kind of a resting bitch face in general, right? But when I shave my head, because I used to actually do that look, like I could be smiling and happy as shit, and I was like about ready to murder somebody. So I'm like, I can't do it. You look friendly as fuck. You can rock it. Awesome. I hella can't. If I ever go bald, like I'm wearing a hat, like fuck this. I'm just gonna wear a beanie all the time.
Yeah, I've shaved my head before a bunch of times. I've had a lot of different hairstyles though. A lot. You know, but I've never done much besides like different cuts because my hair growing up, especially like now it's thinned out, but growing up, my hair was just so thick I couldn't do anything. It was just a fro. That's all I would do, just fro. So that's really all I could do is just shave it. Now it's thinner to where I can actually comb it and do things with it, but that's only in the past, 5 years or a few years.
Yeah. If I keep my hair short, it's an afro. So it has to be at least a little bit long, then just kind of waves out and I can do something with it. But other than that, it's either like shaved, like buzz cutted at the very least, or it has to be long. Otherwise, it just goes woof.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, even when I had long hair, it would just curl up. Like it's just a curl ball. But if I got it wet, then it was long.
Yep.
Just because it was just so thick. Matt Harvey says bald hair also save money on haircuts. Yeah, that's the way I look at it, man. If you have a receding hairline, like that's really bad and you're actually worried about it, fucking shave that shit. Rock it bald, man, and fucking own it. Because most guys like look good with a shaved head.
Jason, as soon as you said that, I saw it, dude. As soon as you said it, I saw it.
Nicole and Cartoon Doug. Nobody else see that?
Totally, man.
I don't know it.
Yeah,
over my head, I don't know it.
As soon as you said that, I put it together. That's hilarious.
Oh my god, yeah.
As you age, it goes from your head to your back. That's funny.
Oh god.
Yeah, no, that's the thing about shaving your head is you're going to feel weird the first time you do it, but then you realize it ends up looking
good. Oh, that is funny. That's hilarious.
That was a good one. I respect
one,
it.
yeah, for sure.
That was a good one.
Give him that one for sure.
Oh man. Also, the fact that he remembered his fucking first and last name, I respect that. Like, I haven't seen that show since I was like 11 years old. He got the first and last name down.
Anthony Wentz says, I get a high and tight every 2 weeks. That's what I need. I actually might cut. I do my own hair. I cut my own hair. I literally fade my own shit. And then Kara, sometimes she'll take scissors and trim it up and cut it. But for the most part, I do all my own head shavings, everything. I'm lucky if I go to the barber, which I want to do. Don't get me wrong. I do want to do it, but I just save money and just do it myself.
Yeah.
And I
shit.
need to do one bad. My hair's like a lot longer than it that I like it to normally get, and it's New Year's, so I'll probably wind up cutting it tonight for tomorrow's party. But yeah, it's difficult though, styling or do anything if you're doing it yourself.
Right.
You know, I can fade my own head. I can obviously I can just shave it, but I can do a good fade all by myself. I don't need no help. I can do it all by myself. But when it comes to making it longer on top and actually getting a haircut,
layering and
difficult.
all that shit.
I have valleys in my head. Can stick a quarter in them. My head shaved is the white version of Abdullah the Butcher. I am both poor and cheap.
Really, Chris? Yours
Options
is
are
that bad,
limited.
huh?
Same here, Grumpy. Same here. Poor and cheap. I got a shaving system that a company sent me, which I'm very blessed that they sent that to me, but it works really good. So I just use that and fucking do it myself.
Are you sponsored by Manscaped, Jared?
No, it's not. I wish it was Manscaped, man. I wish I should contact them, but they wouldn't mess with me. But I want to get some of those.
I've been contacted by fucking Manscaped and hell other fucking brands, so I'm sure you get it as well. Check your junk mail. That's the secret. That shit gets fucking sent to your junk mail, and then it is deleted. What's up?
There's better products out there than Manscaped.
I'm not sponsored by them. I don't use their shit. I'm not sponsored by anybody. I refuse all that type of stuff. I'm just saying, if my little ass channel gets all that type of stuff, I guarantee you do as well. Like,
I turn on pretty much everything down at this point, so I'm not ready to do that.
I'll like with the hair clippers that a company sent me. I haven't even made a video yet. I've had them for a while. I should have already probably made a video. I should make a video soon, but I don't think they were asking me to make a video. They literally were just asking me to check them out. They didn't ask me for a video or anything. They said, hey, you want to check this product out? And that was it. And then they asked me like a month later, hey, you want to check this product out? I said, no. I said, I'm still checking out your other product. Like, I wasn't willing to take another product from them if I first and foremost won't like the first one. You know what I mean? I think that's a conflict of interest, because if I'm going to bash this first one, then there's no point in me getting another product just to bash the next one. But I'll be honest, I like the first product, so I probably should have took it. But it is really nice. It holds a super good charge for a very long time, like an incredibly long time. And it is there's no cords or anything. It's got all the guards, really good quality. I do like it a lot. Now, if your hair's really, really thick, it's probably better to use a plug-in version, but it works just fine. You know, but for your face though, it works really good. But it has the headset and the facial set where you can switch the tops. But I do like it though. Because before that, man, I had a cheap set, and it would bite me. You know how you ever had the clippers bite you?
Oh yeah,
cut the shit out of you. Oh man, they sucked so bad.
Yeah, I just got a cheap palm deal that I use on my head like every other day now.
What do you use though? Is it a shaver or?
Yeah, no, I don't bick it at all. I don't touch it with the rate. No.
Oh man, I totally would have thought you bicked your head.
No, this is I shaved it 2 days ago, I shaved it yesterday morning. But it's
did you see that one thing? The I can't think of the name of it. It's
so
just
what
like,
I have.
Sorry, go ahead.
It's like a palm held, like
Yeah.
6-disc
Yeah.
deal. It was like $30 on Amazon, and I've had it now for I don't know 6-7 months, and it works perfectly. I can use
Is
it
it
to
the
shower.
same one you see on all the ads on Instagram?
It's very similar.
Okay. But you
Now,
know what
there's
I'm
some-
talking about.
Yeah, so there's some really high end ones that do the same thing that this $30 one
Yeah.
does. I don't know.
It's usually how it
Again,
works.
I'm sure it's nicer. The higher end ones are probably nicer, but this one does a good job. So I don't know why I would.
Can't miss what you don't have, right?
Right. And then my cousin's a barber, so once a month I'm due to go in. Once a month I go in and get this trimmed up. I don't touch my own beard.
You
I'll
don't
fuck it
touch
up.
your own beard?
No. I mean, I shave around the neck and whatnot, but I won't try to trim it at all. I'll fuck
Do
it up.
you comb it and stuff though?
Yeah, I use like a heated beard brush and all
So
that.
you just maintain it and then you go to the barber to have them tune it up.
Yep. My beard costs more than most women's hair to maintain, though, man. Beards ain't cheap to
Rock
when you
that
got a
shit,
gray
fuck it.
beard.
It looks good.
I mean, but again, a gray beard is different than a normal beard. Like it gets all, there's so much product I have to put in it to keep it from falling out, and it's high maintenance, man. I'm high maintenance when it comes to my beard.
But hey, man, I mean, it's part of your face, dude. So that's like, how do you put it? It's kind of like the curb appeal of a house. All right.
Right.
You know, that's the first thing people see. That is, you know, I mean, it's part of your face. So I don't blame you one bit for wanting to take care of the you know,
For-
the most
for the
important thing
shaver?
on
Well,
your
what you're
body,
saying
probably.
is Stevie's beard is a stanky curb.
Right. Yeah. I don't got
right,
curb
exactly.
appeal. Grumpy, you talking about the shaver that I use? I'll find it.
Also, this guy says, I wish I could grow my beard like yours. My beard curls. I hate it. My beard is patchy like a fucking burn victim, right? So I got this shit. This is all fine. But everything right here has these like fat ass fucking holes in it. So I don't grow a beard. I look
Yeah,
weird
I
as
gotta
shit with
straighten
a
my
beard.
shit or else it gets all curly too.
That's what you said. You use a hot iron or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought about growing a beard.
Blade banter. To be
so
fair,
difficult for
Asians'
me to get
beards are
past
fucking
the
weird
first
looking. So
inch because it itches so bad.
Oh, I can't post links either.
send me the
Like
link.
after I get past like a
I'll post it.
quarter to a half inch, I start scratching and it just drives me nuts.
You gotta get that. You have to get past that. You have to just
I
deal
know.
with that.
It's so difficult though.
So but there's product that you can use to completely mitigate that. But then so I used to be the same way. I'd keep it really short for a long time. Either I would commit or I'd keep it short or not at all. Because that in between phase can drive you nuts, man.
I think I could rock one though. If I did let it go, which would be just so difficult to get past that first inch. But after I got past that, I think I could rock one pretty good. I think it'd look good. It'd be mostly gray though. I look younger than I am.
Right. Hey,
Your beard is gray.
Yeah,
I put the link in the private chat, Kyle, if you want to repost it.
My bad. Oh, I see you with your fucking smile.amazon trying to hustle.
No, man, that's the knife rates link.
I know. That's the point, brother.
Oh.
I'm showing my respect, sir. I'm not talking shit.
I think if I look at I think I've raised just over Christmas shopping on Amazon because I'm a glutton for Amazon. I hate it. I hate that I am, but I am. I've raised like over $40 just in the last couple months for knife rates, having that Amazon Smile link.
That's awesome.
I have bought nothing, so I've raised nothing.
I hate Amazon, but I love Amazon.
Same.
I love Amazon. I do not like to go places anymore. I avoid the public as much as possible.
Yeah.
So if I can get something online and have it delivered, I will.
The one problem I think that with avoiding public, and this goes for people that I guess avoid public because they don't like what the public's doing, if that makes sense. I think that it takes a lot of, say, the freedom fighters out of society and makes it to
Oh,
where our voice and our
sure.
faces aren't seen. And I think that's very important, but
Nope.
I feel the exact same way. I'd rather just order something. I'd rather be able just to do it from home than have
Right.
to go do it, because I don't want to deal with a bunch of fucking betas. But I do, because I like to fight, the good fight. And I do a lot of times. Usually when I leave the house, I fight with somebody.
Q-Ball, I saw you on Emler's podcast. I seen you.
Yeah, he's all over the
Q-Ball,
place. He's always on my lives. He's one of my moderators.
Q-Ball, we're from the same town.
Yeah, I know. He said that. That's crazy. And you know
Yeah.
what? Last night, I jump in my Uber, and my Uber says, "Oh, you're not doing any live streams tonight?" And I said, "That's funny. I actually just got off of one." He goes, "I know. I was there." I
Oh,
was
that's
like,
awesome.
"What? Like, what? What are you talking about?" And I guess he was one of my Uber drivers, a few weeks ago or something. And I get a lot of Uber drivers, but I guess we had talked about the channel, and he subscribed. So now he always he says he doesn't always watch, but he says he's on there every once in a while. And he had happened to have been on my live last night before I left, which is crazy. And then I
Good
wound up
shit.
getting him as an Uber. That's nuts. Small world.
Yeah. Hey, Anthony says it screws over local businesses, but I can't help it. So what I will say is I buy a lot of stuff on Amazon. If I can buy it. So I live in a smaller town or adjacent to a smaller town that still has old school hardware stores and, bakeries and stuff like that. If I can get something local, I absolutely do. So, but like my toothpaste and, all that type
Paper
of
towels,
shit,
protein powder, stuff like that. Yeah, it's
Yeah. But yeah, I'll run down to the local, Arlington hardware store before I go on, to like Home Depot or Lowe's or something. And I don't mind paying a little bit more for it either.
One of the problems where I'm at is even those stores are kind of mainstream now. There's hardly any mom and pop stores anywhere. I'll tell you what, man, this pandemic just demolished every small business there was. And
Yep.
I advocate for the small businesses. I really do. And I have my links for Amazon because I do like Amazon. I do like making money off of Amazon. I love when people use my links for Amazon. I don't like Amazon as a company, but I do like the service they offer. I do think they are a great thing. I love the things that they provide, but I don't like them having I don't know how to put it, the opportunities over, like, say, for the small businesses. It wouldn't matter if the small businesses were able to stay open and thrive. The problem was they made them shut down while Amazon was able to do whatever the fuck they wanted. That was the problem, right?
Pretty much.
That's not Amazon's fault, and it's not the small business's fault, but it's just the way it worked.
That's a don't hate the player, hate the game.
Right. So I and I don't necessarily like what they do with the workers, but fuck, that's up to the workers,
Later, Grumpy. Deuces.
Totally crazy as small
Let's go, Brandon.
It's essential, but large corporations are. I know, it's so crazy. That to me is, our country's sick right now, very, very sick, and we have got to get rid of this sickness. And you guys all know what I'm talking about. I don't think I have to go into it, but we need, and I know it is a bigger fight than anyone can imagine, because there are powers that be that make it very difficult.
Hey, Jared, as well as Stevie, I was supposed to be on till 12. I got some people coming over.
Oh, no problem, dude.
So let's take off.
I got to take off, but as always, I love you guys. Love everybody for watching. I mentioned doing live.
Man.
Oh yeah, for sure, man. I mentioned doing a live stream on New Year's. If you want to get a political on that, I'll be there for hours. We can go on all night, man.
No, it's all good. I didn't want to get political at all. I just wanted to.
It's all good, man.
to shout out my Amazon links. That's all I wanted to do. Love
All
you
right,
guys.
man.
Thank you for having me, man. Thank you for
All right,
shouting us
fellas.
out.
For sure,
Don't
man.
you guys forget, go and check out the videos for the giveaway stuff, and we'll be talking about it all week. Tonight, I will be on Lefty EDC, so catch me there. I love you guys.
Perfect.
Peace.
Go
Later,
win some
dude.
cool shit. Later,
Cool.
folks.